Hello there.
Okay.
Yeah, not too
Good
bad.
afternoon. How are we doing?
Not too bad. Not too
It's
bad.
a long
at all.
way up onto these stools for me, I tell you.
I was going to say, for you need a step ladder to get to it, don't you?
I think I do, mate, to be fair. Good weekends?
Yeah, not too bad. I did Foundry High Rocks again.
Very good.
Not
You're a
quite
glutton
sure
for
why.
punishment, you are.
I'm loving it, to be honest.
Is that the one in Bromsgrove?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
new gym. Everybody's very friendly there,
Okay.
and yeah, I've just really enjoyed it. Like it doesn't get any easier. So no matter how much I do it, I feel like I'm going to get fitter this week. It doesn't happen.
Yeah.
It is as hard as the first time I ever did it.
High Rocks is intense,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, I've only done it a couple of times, but it's tough.
But again, like after, I just felt really, really good.
I've watched it a couple of times.
The
And,
competitions.
well, just on, like Instagram videos, and it knackered me out just watching it, to be fair. So, good
That's
effort. that.
intense, definitely. What about you, Tim?
Yeah.
What did you get up to?
Oh, Wolves lost again
To the mighty Arsenal.
Saturday night. But it was closer than I think everyone thought it was going to be.
It was closer than I thought it was going to be. I wasn't expecting Wolves to score all the goals, but they did. So that was great.
I don't follow football, so
Oh, it was
I've not
1-1
known.
at 90 minutes, and I was on my sofa with my head in my hands. And obviously, then we score, or you score again,
Yes.
own goal. And I'm elated. Matt's gutted. I'm chuffed. So,
happens though, doesn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not over
Part of
till it's
football.
over.
Do you find the results impact your mood? I'm in a right grump if Arsenal lose.
Mate, massively.
Yeah.
I haven't watched match today all season.
And yeah.
You
Which
could tell
I-
when you just asked him. He was
Yeah,
like,
don't.
His face
Well.
dropped instantly.
Yeah, it's tough getting out of bed on a Monday morning at the moment as a Wolves fan.
And of course, we had our Christmas party, didn't we?
Oh, yeah. That was good, wasn't it?
Hangovers, good time. Yeah, really good
I
time.
wasn't as hungover as I thought I would be.
Yeah.
I stayed hydrated.
What time did you stay up?
That's wise.
I got back to the room about 12:30.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
okay.
an early bird.
So,
but had a really good night.
Tim, who was going
You
on
the last man
holiday,
standing?
Not quite.
was later than both of us.
Yeah.
And he left for Heathrow
So I
at
left
3.
at 1 o'clock.
Clearly having too much fun.
I was having loads of fun. Left at 1 o'clock in a taxi. Got home. Didn't go to sleep. And then
jumped back up?
we left at about 3:30, I think it was.
Oh, hardcore.
Straight drive down to Heathrow. I was asleep the whole way with a little
Of course
pillow.
you were.
And it was hard work. I haven't done no sleep for years and years. I'm too old for it now. But yeah, it was great. And then I had to do a day in Belgium. We were in Belgium for 3.5, 4 days. But straight into walking about and being active was
yeah.
knackering.
Right. Shall we start with why we're doing podcasts?
I think that's a good shout. Really, it's to give people a different perspective on us, isn't it?
100%. I
To
think
give
it's
them a
very
feel
easy
for us.
for them to, watch your average everyday property video and not know much about us and our personalities.
Absolutely.
How dynamic we are.
Do you know what? Me and Tim were talking earlier and saying that it's actually been quite nice for us to just spend a bit more time together because, we don't know each other probably as well as maybe we think we would, or
I
people would
agree.
think that we do.
Well, working in different offices, we're not part of each other's core team, are we? We don't
No.
spend each day together. And we said this earlier, it's really nice to spend time together, and obviously Hannah behind the camera as well, for everyone to get to know a little bit more about each other's personalities
definitely.
and how they work and your sense of humour and things. It's been really enjoyable with that in mind, hasn't it?
It has.
Yeah.
It has.
And I think it's also very important for members of the public as well, because they probably see us on valuations
Yeah.
and don't really know, within an hour or an hour and a half, what we're about really. So yeah, I think it's very important that we get that out there.
I agree. It's a different perspective and it's a little bit more human and it shows us in a different light as a bit more approachable.
I'm going to keep it pretty calm, chilled.
Light-hearted,
Yeah.
chilled. That's how we want it to be, I think.
Yeah.
That's the vibe, isn't it?
We just want to sort of talk about the market in terms of a way that, like us buying and
Can
selling
relate
to.
ourselves. And
Yeah.
It's easy to understand. That's what it's got to be about. And I think we'd all like to give a little bit of a shout out to 3A
yes.
and Gav, which is where we are today, our podcast venue.
Yeah.
Incredible. Booming,
Awesome
as
place.
always, in,
Yeah,
Aston
absolutely.
Fields.
We were chatting to Gav earlier and they're just on the back of their street closure event, which I think they've done
Yeah, for Christmas.
food and events for. He said it was awesome.
Look good.
It looked class. Absolutely. loads of people. I love stuff like that, though, especially over Christmas.
It's always booming in Aston Fields. The community spirit here is great.
Yeah.
It's a great place to be. Lots going on.
So we're going back to reasons why, and we've tried to structure it so we're going to try and do one a month.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Indeed.
We're going to try and mix it up sometimes, so it will have people on talking about different aspects of the industry, whether it be Sarah with staging,
Yeah, bit of House
whether
of
it be-
Arden.
yeah, and Chris maybe in regards to an investor's perspective of how the market is
Yeah,
and
and
what he's up to.
imagine if we get to a point where people listen to this and then the world is our oyster. We could have guests and we could have Gav on, couldn't we, from here? Or
I also think with
somebody
podcasts
that's not in the
as
industry.
well, the way when they go out, you get requests as well.
Yeah.
So people will request what they want us to discuss.
Do you reckon we're going to get to that stage?
I'd love to.
Do you reckon we're going to get
Well,
to the
let's
stage where
dream
people
it.
want to be on our podcast?
Yeah,
Can you
we're going to
imagine?
get
That
there,
would be
Matt.
good, wouldn't
I've
it?
got my phone here and I've had no messages to to request to come on the podcast yet.
So going on to budget.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're 2-3 weeks on now.
Yeah. 2.5 weeks after the budget.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Good to get it out of the way. And for a lot of people to get clarity.
I agree.
There were a
I
lot of
feel.
scaremongering, wasn't there?
There was. a
Well,
lot.
and this was exactly what I was about to say. They had all of this scaremongering about things that might impact our industry. And broadly speaking, in the areas that we operate, not a lot, if anything, will impact directly our industry. There were no stamp duty changes. There was no council tax reform. Okay, we've got a mansion tax, which obviously for you
Yeah,
in Barnt
for
Green
us,
might
it
become a
was.
little bit more applicable. But there was a lot of build up to something that really didn't deliver anything particularly negative. So from my point of view, it's just gone,
Glad
done.
it's out the way.
Absolutely glad it's
Yeah.
out the
Yeah,
way.
it's
and
quite disappointing
back to
that it
normal.
slowed
Yeah.
so much down.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at sort of what Zoopla and Rightmove are suggesting UK wide, there's been quite a positive effect since then. But I've not seen it in Bromsgrove in terms of
Just
a
yet.
change just yet. I do think going into next year it will be.
I think the floodgates will open next year. I mean,
Yeah.
at Redditch, we were, even with the budget noise, consistently selling really well. So
Yeah,
I felt it
sales
was
were good.
impacting sellers' confidence in terms of not putting their property onto the market.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
indeed.
the ones that were on the market were still selling, and clearly it wasn't impacting buyers' confidence at all. So I feel next year, as I say, we're back to normal. The floodgates will hopefully open, won't they? And it will just be a great start.
What I always find, Matt, there's always a pattern. And I always find Worcester and Barnt Green, 3 weeks before, something will always happen, and then you guys follow.
Okay.
And what I've seen only
Bit of a
this
lag.
week, is the phone hasn't stopped with regards to people coming on the market now.
Okay.
So again, that's
Interesting.
probably going to be your new year
Yeah.
flurry of people. Everybody else does get kind of distracted by Christmas, don't they, as well? So I definitely think there's going to be a lot
Yeah.
more movement and a lot more motivation.
Definitely. I think
Start end of the year.
the good thing is, I think we can relate because of the areas we're in. Obviously, house prices are quite different. To be
Yeah.
fair, our average house price is around about 400. I think yours is probably 325.
Yeah, it is.
today.
Yeah.
And
about
obviously
that.
yours is considerably
A lot
higher.
higher.
So there's three probably quite different pockets of
Absolutely.
your audience who's looking in that sort of price bracket. So I think it's good that we can obviously relate to different times and how it's affecting, and so forth. It's similar with obviously now we share our office with South Birmingham office. Again, pricing is very similar to Redditch.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like summer months when we were a little bit quieter because of summer holidays, they actually sold quite a number of properties because it was a lot of first time buyers.
Yeah, which is ideal. The dynamics
So-
work differently at different price
Everywhere.
points, as you say,
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
they? But
You know?
generally speaking, budget aside, it's been a pretty good year. I think we'd all agree. We've listed well, we've sold
Oh, we've
well.
done
Been
amazing.
good.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
been an improvement again from last year.
Yeah.
I think it's been the same everywhere, isn't it?
Indeed,
To be
yeah,
fair.
it has.
But yeah, touching on this year, definitely been a good year or a better year. But like I don't know how you guys felt, but so August 24, obviously we finally had that base rate change, didn't we? Which we were
Yeah.
waiting for
Yes.
in 2024. And we ended the year strong, carried that on into the first 2 quarters of 25.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then I would say it has quietened off
Yeah.
the last 2 quarters of this year. It's almost like roles reversed in 24.
Mm,
But I do think it will, like you say, a bit of pent up demand definitely there for 26. But I don't know how you guys have felt 24 to 25, the changes?
Fairly similar,
Yeah.
but I would say the last quarter of 25 for us has been the sticky one.
Yeah,
Okay.
same.
Pretty consistently throughout 25.
Okay. So the first 3 quarters have been pretty
First
strong.
3 quarters have been pretty
And for
good.
you?
Yeah, the back
Yeah.
end.
And
Okay.
that's on both
Reflected.
instructions and sales.
Okay.
And we've not, we always tweak things. And we've got Ellie now, who's come over to help Value from Shirley. She's been great, and she's hit the ground running. But we've pulled, broadly speaking, a bigger gap to some of our closest competitors. So we've got to be doing something right in that regard. And we're at the minute, we were working on our marketing, trying to improve things again for next year.
Yes.
I think that's what we're very good at, like evolving. A lot of other estate agents, they tend to kind of get something that works and then they stick with that. But yeah, it's about evolving and
You've got to stay on your
being
toes.
innovative and,
These days, technology improves so quickly and advances so quickly. AI, for example, and how people engage with videos. You went through a stage of long videos and then it became short videos. And I think now the switch is going to be into longer videos again, maybe if someone watches this. So, yeah, it's just figuring out what's going to work next year. And
Trying to be a bit different. isn't it?
exactly, yeah, but still with authenticity. Next year, guys, what are we thinking? Talk about that. We've talked about this year and how it's been for you. How are you
I
thinking next
am
year's going to shape up?
really excited for next year, to be honest with you. I think,
Yeah.
now we've got budget cleared, Christmas will be cleared. I've already got, a backlog of people that are looking to come on. Obviously, Barnt Green comes alive in the spring. Everywhere looks beautiful. And
Yeah,
everybody's
gorgeous
swimming
time of
pools
year.
are on and all the rest of it. So, I think we're going to have a really good start to next year.
Yeah,
Without a
definitely.
doubt.
Same for you?
Yes. Yeah. Got a few lined up as well for the start of the year, which should be good. Yeah, I think there's, like we've touched on, there's definitely that sort of pent up demand from probably the end of the summer, to be fair. That's when it kind of slowed down a little bit for us.
I agree. I think as well as the market, I'm quite excited about things that we're doing that are going to take us into next year as well, like the podcast that someone will listen to. But we had a meeting with the photographers again, didn't we?
Yeah.
And, without revealing any secrets or giving anything away. So I think some of what we're producing is wicked. Some of their videography and their drone work. I'm really excited about
I'm glad
seeing
we've done
how
that.
translates. Part of what we're doing this for as well. But a lot of our socials were just property. And if we want people to engage with us, we're an estate agent. Of course, people want to see properties, but to a point, it's got to be broken up. So something to look out for next year.
I think that's a good thing, isn't it? When we're all in our own little branches doing our own little thing, when we all come together, there's ideas that we can put to life.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well,
and that's what we've done with the marketing, isn't it?
I think
got lots
the
to
good
go.
thing about
For sure.
it slowing up slightly, it's obviously let us see, okay, so we're going into next year, what can we improve on?
Yeah.
What can we, how can we make it better for our vendors going forward in terms of how we list their property? So there's been a lot of positives. At least we haven't just sat on our laurels. We've actually been still working hard, trying to improve the areas that we needed to. So
Definitely. And sometimes that's what it needs, isn't it? A little bit of reflection, and then a little bit of gradual improvement year on year. Do things differently, get different results and all that. So, yeah, very good. Very
Fresh
exciting, guys.
yeah. I think it would be nice if there was a base rate
I think there will be.
this week, though, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know whether they'll do this one or the next one, but I think it's forecast to drop slightly.
Yeah, I had a little chat with Billy about it.
Did you?
I think it looks hopeful.
Yeah,
I do.
which is good, and that'd be nice to take
Again,
us
I
into
think
next year. wouldn't
sometimes
it?
it needs that little boost, doesn't it?
Does?
Especially when there's been so much negativity and
Especially on the back of the budget, so it'd be nice to have something a bit more positive to talk about. But I don't think we're going to get back to the rates that we were at post-COVID. But relatively speaking, we're at a normal level now, aren't we?
Yeah.
So with the odd little edge down here, all signs are good for next year.
The problem is normal to someone that's been in the market for 10, 15 years, but everyone just remembers the base rate post-COVID, don't they?
Yeah,
And I think
absolutely.
this
Yeah.
has been the problem the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Because I think Bank of England the last 30 years, the average has been 6%. So we're well below that.
Well below it. Exactly.
But
you don't
Still not
focus
enough.
on that.
Classically, people have got a short memory, though, haven't
yes, and I suppose cost of living has been a big issue.
It's a
hasn't it,
huge
as well
factor.
along this.
It's a
this
huge
period.
factor. Everything's become a lot more expensive than it used to be.
So the next one is January.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So another episode dropping in January. Topics to be confirmed.
Topics we certainly talking about the first month and how it started,
Sounds good.
and then just touch on
New
Christmas
things.
and
Yeah. So
what we've
watch
been
this
all up to.
space for January episodes. Watch this space. Guest appearances.
Oh, that'd be exciting, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I've made that sound really excited. It's not going to be anyone famous, is it?
No,
Someone else from Arden, probably.
Oh,
but
you never know.
It could be.
It
Might
could
have
be.
to pull in somebody
Yeah.
with a name.